word is enough for the wise. So we have had a whole lot from the School of Personal Transformation every Saturday by 1 p.m. So the best thing that we youth should do for our lives to be transformed, like he said, is by upgrading our lives and also put actions to what we've been hearing. Because when we hear a thing over a period of time and we don't implement it, it's just like pouring water on a stone. So when you put to action what you've learned or what you've been hearing from so many persons apart from here, you see that your life will keep being a whole will keep being transformed. And from this aspect that you said that don't just be moved by what work for someone else, because more most of the times we youth we actually be moved by what works for people, not minding now forgetting that graces are different in life. It's not what works for A that works for B. So we should have that mindset that it's not what works for Ngozi that might work for me, Joy. So because we all have our different purposes and our different callings here on earth. So in as much as you're youth, don't be moved by like let's say for instance peer pressure or youthful exuberance. Just be mindful of what you are called for and stick to what and who you are. All right, so that at the end everything will turn out well. So that's what I actually
Okay.
learned.
All
Thank you
right.
so much,
Thank
ma'am.
you, Miss Joy, for that. And I'll start with the person by my right. So you tell us your name and what you've learned
Okay, can I
from
come in
listening.
before she goes?
Oh, okay.
Okay, there was something Auntie Joy was saying. I just hope that she got me well. She was trying to talk about what works for other people. That's a valid fact. Sometimes what works for others might not work for you because situations differ. Okay, where you're coming from is different from where the other person might be coming from. So you might be frustrated just taking what somebody tells you that. But the instance I was actually making was having to do with things that are principles. Okay, like knowing that in mathematics, if you add this to this must give you this. Okay, so knowing what is a principle and has consistently worked for someone. Okay, that's what we are bringing here because there is something that has always worked. That anytime you apply it, no matter who you are, it works. Okay, that's the things we can share with people because they are principle based, not person based. So there are things like the one she's saying. There are things that are individual based, but the part I'm talking about more is are the things that are principle based. Okay, so you check the principle. If it's consistent, then we can embark on it. Like I said, the one she said is still valid, but that's maybe much later in another meeting, we'll be able to look into that, and she'll also speak more from that angle. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. So, Oloma, what have you learned listening to Pastor Onyi this afternoon? Move
Okay.
to the mic. Okay.
I like that an action are stronger than intention. And when something works for another person does not mean that it will come your way the same way that it came to another person. And
It's something I just explained now. So I
Yes.
think you people have a
in
different
learning,
idea about the whole thing I said. I just hope people listening got the idea I'm trying to push. But that's part of this discussion we are having. So what I said is that we need to look at what things that are principle based. Okay, there are things we know that work with individuals, but that's not what I'm talking about now. It works for this person, but doesn't work for this person. That's not what we're talking about. In School of Personal Transformation, our key focus are things that are principle based. Okay, if it work for this person, check has it consistently worked, following the same pattern, following the same principle. And that's what you copy. You don't copy people, what people are doing. You learn the principle. Okay, if somebody had followed this path and landed at this destination, there is no how I can follow that path and land in a different destination. That's what we're trying to say here. Okay, but the ones you are saying is still valid. We'll look at it much later. So I'm trying to explain this so understand the focus discussion. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. So, it's remaining you. What have you learned? Your name? Move closer to the mic. Why are you running away? Okay. Your name?
My name is Chidera.
Okay.
I learned that in this life
what's worked for me might not work for the other person.
Mm.
He said that you need to put small work and action in whatever you do, so you can achieve things in life.
Look, why is that the only thing you learn?
Uh,
What
and
works for me,
they
what
keep
works for you? They keep repeating the same thing.
and that's not what I said, and that's
Okay.
why I kept.
Uh,
I don't know how I sounded when I
I think
said
there are
that.
principles to all these things. Okay, for me, there are principles to all these things, and if you go through the principles of life, I think I think every method, in as much as it's just like you don't like beans,
Yeah.
I like beans. That doesn't mean you won't eat beans. You eat beans in different forms. There's moi moi.
Yeah.
You could eat it in form of there's akara. So it's not what I don't think it's more like what works for me cannot work for you.
You know, I
It
made
just
an
depends
instance. I said, for instance, I took this, or somebody took this part and landed at this destination. I can't say that if it worked for the person, it can't work for me. Certainly, if I take that part,
You work, but you
I
decided
must
to choose another route.
If I choose another route, that's a
You-
different thing. But if I take that same path the person took, I must arrive at where the person arrived, if that is a principle. Okay, but if it's not a principle, then it will not always work. So I'm not saying don't follow what people have done. Otherwise, there is no purpose for education.
Mm.
Education is to guide us, so for us to learn what steps people took to arrive at a place.
And I think it
Okay.
all boils down to you modernizing the method. Because if somebody just, let me take for instance, who should I use as an example now? Let me say, oh, Innocent, for example.
Okay.
He before he got to the top, he must have had so many ups and downs.
Yeah.
But he's at the top. So if he comes now and says, see the way I got to the top, there were ups and downs. You won't tell me because he's up there that you will not have ups and downs, or they're not possible.
Yeah.
You're bound to face a lot of things that will come your way. Some people fail. Just like I've always used this example, the one who gave us the filament bulb now. How many times did he fail before he became successful? So he wouldn't say, because I know there are a lot of other people who will look at it and say, I won't follow this route because what works for him, it might not work for me. And they'll be at a position, not knowing that it might work for them faster.
Yeah.
Okay? It might work for them faster.
They can still introduce their own
methods.
That one is still valid.
Upgrade whatever he has done. Maybe add more swag and steez.
And like you mentioned, Innocent now, I'm also thinking of the fact that from what they are saying, we can say, okay, this person went this path with a vehicle. Now you are going the same path, trekking. Okay, so you see that how long it took the person to arrive at the destination will differ from how long it will take you that is trekking to arrive at the same destination, even though you are heading to the same destination. Okay, so your means can affect, your speed can affect. Okay, but if you follow exactly how the person did it, you are certainly going to arrive at where the person arrived. So that's what we're trying to emphasize.
All right, so feel free take make that call. The numbers again are 0909 771 109. We have 0902 311 1009 and 0704 550 2840. So if you are listening to us, I think it's time for you to call in and ask your questions. Very, very important. Let's hear you.
Sorry, if you're on YouTube, I think you can check School of Personal Transformation. I think we should be live now. So just check School of Personal Transformation on YouTube and see whether you can connect. You can still call.
Yes.
Thank
you. Can connect via YouTube. School of Personal Transformation. 0909 771 1009 and 0902 311 1009 and 0704 550 2840. Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Good afternoon. How are you doing? William?
Welcome. What's your name?
Is your friend in That's a good afternoon, sir.
Good day, sir. Welcome, sir. Happy New Month, sir.
This is your program. I must have to tell you the truth. From the day I started listening to this program, there's a way you explain, most times when the topic you treat, that, you know,
I think we're not getting you again,
Your
sir.
line is breaking.
so
Your line is breaking, so
I didn't cover.
Thank you, sir.
do well to call back now. All right, 0909 771 109 and 0902 311 1009. Hello, hello, hello. All right, please do well to call back. Very, very important. If you have questions, just do well to call back. We would appreciate it if you do. So do well to call back. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, welcome.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Innocent.
Okay.
I'm calling from Enamoured.
You're welcome, sir. Good day, sir.
I've been enjoying this program all this while. Nnebedum, have been a very good friend. But my problem is this: all the analysis and education there, very, very important. I don't know whether he has put this, has been documented for people to go and see or buy, so that we will be able to come across this information on a board.
Okay, he would answer that.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right.
So the name is Onyi Nnebedum,
Thank
not Nnebedum. Thank you, sir.
Okay, go ahead. He's asking.
Okay. We're still expecting your call, but let me take the question he just asked. The materials, so some of the things I'm sharing are available, but at the moment, they are mostly in e-format and they are online. You can access them online. Now, I started a few weeks ago to start sharing a few of them on a YouTube space, which I told us we're still working on other YouTube platforms for this said initiative, okay? But at the moment, you can go to Thought Miners. If you search it on YouTube, you'll find it. Thought Miners, I've been sharing a few things there so that beyond here, there are things you can still follow up with from what we're sharing here, okay? So if you need the books, the only one available now, that's my own book that's available now is a few copies anyway, How to Live Large in Times of Lack. I think we have about 3 copies of it left. So that's just that's the answer to that now. Or with time, if we get enough demand, we could still print physical copies of the book, or of the books rather. Thank you so much, sir, for your feedback and for always following the program.
Okay, so we're still taking your calls. The phone lines are open for you to call. And like I said, the numbers are 3. Hello? Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, afternoon to you, sir.
Yes, I can tell you now.
Okay.
Pastor, I must have to thank you. There's something, there was one topic you did one day, and I have to tell you the truth of myself. I'm an accountant. Where I used to work before, I used to do some little manipulations and mago. And after listening to, and this thing I'm doing now is a kind of confession. After listening to many episodes of that, I think what I was doing, because I understand that that thing I was doing was not before. It's not going to help me even in future as an accountant. So, and if I may ask you, do you have a background in accounting?
Yes, I studied
Hello?
accounting, but I'm not practicing
Hello?
accounting. Can you
He
hear
studied
me?
accounting, but he's not practicing.
Okay,
I'm
that's
not
okay.
practicing it in a
Yeah,
firm. I'm
so
practicing it in other
that is we're
areas.
talking about something that concerns me. So, please, I want to thank you. And I don't want this program to stop. I want to be convinced with purpose. But it's not everywhere I'm actually today. I'm running to come and listen to you. So, thank you so much.
Thank you so
Please
much, sir.
continue to educate us, continue to enrich us what you're doing. Thank
Amen.
you so much.
Thank you so much. We
Bye-bye.
appreciate your feedback, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We're still taking calls. The number is 0909 771 1009 and 0902 311 109. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, welcome. Hello?
I'm going to talk to you.
Good afternoon.
You also have a question.
Ask.
I am a little Richard. I'm calling from a little like that.
Okay.
About like what you study here and people want to say like money. So like for me yeah, I always talk water. But any more I cannot be able to pay.
We're not getting you well. You said your question is what, sir?
Let me say that.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Do well to call back. Let's just take a quick break. And if you just tuned in, it's School of Personal Transformation. Don't go anywhere.
Personal transformation is a very important tool for nation building. When young people are able to imbibe good values, a sense of responsibility and accountability, they go through life with minimal confusion and distractions. They become positioned to live productive lives and be part of nation building. At School of Personal Transformation, shopped by said initiative, we have a commitment to mentor young people to help them discover themselves and deploy their potential for God's desired purpose for their lives. Join us every Saturday by 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. on School of Personal Transformation on Solid 100.9 FM to unlock your innate potential as a youth or teenager. This is where we'll bring you teachings and practical programs that leads to personal transformation. School of Personal Transformation, sought by said initiative.
All right, we're still taking calls. School of Personal Transformation is the name of the program, and it comes to you every Saturday from 1 to 2 p.m. So if you have questions on anything, or you've been listening and probably you are blessed listening to this program, feel free to call or send a message 0909 771 1009 or 0902 311 1009 or 0704 550 2840. So feel free, call and ask your questions. Very, very important. Call us and ask your question. We're here to take your calls and, of course, read your messages if there are any. Hello? 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 All right, do well to call back, please. Call us back. So, Pastor Ian, any
All
other
right.
thing?
While we still wait for one or two more calls, let me again emphasize the importance of taking action on what we are hearing. Um, it's not enough that we are making sense. And some of the things we share here, you will not know if they are true if you didn't go the extra mile to take action. So it's when you go to take action that you realize that these things are true or they are not true. And if it happen not to work, that's why we have opened up the phone line here for you to call in to tell us, oh, it didn't work. But if it has always worked, then we could ask you a few questions to find out why it didn't work for you because it was supposed to work. Okay. So we're encouraging you. Yes, starting might be hard, but you need to start. And if you've started, I gave one of my quotes here the last time. I said, what you have done or what you've done that worked, keep doing to win. It's not enough to have done it once. You need to keep at it to really win. Yes, it has worked, but that's not the goal. We want to get to a point you've won with this. Okay. A time ago, I was trying to organize like a competition, a food competition, where we'll ask people there are three things we want to check. One is quality, the next is consistency, and the next is leadership. We call it QCL competition. Now, the one of quality is first of all, when we sample people, we ask them to prepare a particular meal, maybe anything at all. So at the end of that, making that meal, we will test what they have made and see which of them has a good quality. So if your own test well, then you've passed the stage of quality. We now come to the C, which is consistency. What do we do here? We will now ask you to repeat what you've done to see whether you will give us the same brand test that we enjoyed the last time. If you succeed with that, then you've passed the next stage of consistency. So you didn't just, it wasn't per chance that you got that good meal. You've learned how to do it. You know, there are people that cook and they tell you, oh, it's not all the time that you always cook good food. There are principles. Have you tested cook and it wasn't consistent over the years? It has always been consistent. That's you. In that consistency is where you are building your brand. Then we get you to leadership. What is leadership? Now, do not do the cooking. Let's get somebody who does not know how to do this. Just give the person instruction and let the person do exactly as you say. And let's see whether we will get the same result that you got the first time and the second time. Okay? So, what am I trying to emphasize? Don't just do it once. Keep doing it until you master it. And when you've mastered it, go ahead to train other people, to explain to other people, because there are many like you before who didn't know how to do it. Now you can bring them together and begin to share with them. And there are a whole lot of benefits in doing that. So you don't win because you did something once. You keep at it to really win. Yes, it had worked before, but can you do it again? If you don't do it again, you might not have proven the principle behind how it worked the first time. So you do it again until you've proven the principle, then you can get to the next stage or the third stage, which I said is leadership. Okay. So take action with what you are hearing. If today is your first time here, I'll urge you to always come around here every Saturday, 1 to 2 p.m. and take action. Next Saturday, I'll go deeper. It's something I will share with us that I believe will help us even gather everything we've been learning to help us get better results. Okay. By the way, those who were asking for a way to support this program, I'm not sure I'll be able to pull up the account number, but what I will do at the end of the program is to call our phone number so that when you call the number, we'll be able to guide you if you want to be a partner or contribute to this program financially. Okay. But even if you don't have any money to give to support this program being on radio, remember we've been here for over 3 years now, and one person has been the sponsor. Okay, even if you don't have the money, there are many ways to also help this program to spread. And many of us are already doing it. They gather other people to tell them, oh, there's this program that holds every 1 to 2 p.m. on solid 109 FM, okay, every Saturday. And speak now, there are people that tuned on their radio and they put it on loudspeaker and people around them are listening. That's another way to support this program, okay? So anyhow you can support it, please do. And we might not see you, we might not know what you're doing, but surely we trust God to bless you in any way you are making effort to get this program known in many more places. Okay. On the YouTube platform that I shared with us, you can also distribute the videos there. Let people learn what you are learning. Okay. Sorry for those who have been asking for the training I said to begin. I've not really planned well for the training, but certainly before the year runs out, I should come up with one. But do something with what you are learning here now. Okay. I think I'll hold on with that. I don't know if you have a call. If not, then
No, just give her the information. Not fine.
okay. So I continue. So the emphasis still remains take action because action takes you there. If you don't take action, you remain where you are. You need to board that vehicle of action, and I mean the right action. Okay, board that vehicle. They said we should take action. Yes, but you see, when you take it, it takes you. That's how it works. It takes you, it launches you into that place you have always dreamed to be. See, even if you don't have intention, if you take action, you'll get a result. That's obvious. But why it's good to have intention is to organize your action, to align your action so that you don't you don't have an accident as a result. Okay. In other words, you get what you expected, not what just happens. Because anybody that takes actions gets a result. That's the obvious thing. But is it the result you want? So that's why we need to learn first before we take action. So you are learning to align yourself, to align your intention with the right action. So somebody said, I want to offer medical solutions. You won't go to study accounting to be able to do that. So that knowledge of what you want to offer informs you of the kind of training that you need. Okay. So what I'm saying is that anybody can take action whether they know anything or not. But the right action, the proper action is the one that you know the outcome being expected. And because you know the outcome you're expecting, it puts you on the path of learning what is supposed to be done to be able to get that very outcome expected. Okay? Otherwise, like I said, what you see is an accident, okay, a result that you don't expect, a surprise. It might be good, okay, it might be bad. And if it's good, the problem with that will be that you might not know how to replicate it because you didn't understand the process that produced it, and you can as well extend it to other people. Okay, so some of the things we call failure truly are not failure. I'm summarizing now. Okay, because if I use a key that is not supposed to open a door to try opening a door and the door does not open, I might think I failed, but I didn't fail. That is success in itself because that key was never designed to open that door. If it opened that door, I might rejoice that, oh, the door has opened, but that's failure because that's not the purpose. And I told us here, failure is simply the defeat of purpose. So when purpose is defeated, that's failure. It doesn't matter. The mic I'm using to speak now was meant for voicing. I could use it to start fighting now, and I win in the fight. But I would have given this microphone a different destiny that wasn't what the manufacturer meant. Okay, so some of the things we celebrate as success with our lives are not really success. We need to think again. What does God expect us to do? How does He expect us to live? Okay, so we know what to do. If you are in Enugu, we are on ground in Enugu, 33 Neni Street. You can, but you need to call to book an appointment. You can use the number 0902 335 3080. You can call for inquiries. You can call for maybe the account I said. If you want to support financially, you can call for anything. Okay. Somebody called me a few days ago to say that he's in my office. I said, doing what? He said he came from afar. I said, I'm not in the office. So don't just barge into office and no. This is a modern world. Let's plan our meeting so that you don't get disappointed. Okay. So use the number. I call it again 0902 335 3080. For the last time, 0902 335 3080. That is said initiative. You can call, send SMS, and send a WhatsApp. Okay. This is School of Personal Transformation, holding every 1 to 2 p.m. on Saturdays on Solid FM radio. I'm Onyi Nnebedum. Do have a lovely, lovely month of August.
All right, thank you so much, everybody. And to our in-house people, we have Oloma, we have Joy, and Chidima. Thank you. My name is Lillian. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Yes.